So, did you see the Lena Headey Hollywood Reporter interview?
No.
So, Lena Headey spoke to the Hollywood Reporter about the end of Game of Thrones and how she feels about it. And has she watched House of the Dragon? Did you check this article out?
No, I didn't.
It's a very interesting article. And of course, they asked her, have you watched the prequel to your show, House of the Dragon? And she goes, oh, God, no. Nah. And they asked her, would it be too weird for you to watch? And she's like, yeah, it's too weird. You can tell by the interview, like, she's moved on from Game of Thrones. She doesn't care. It was like, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, I feel like she moved on from Game of Thrones, like, halfway through Game of Thrones.
she has said, I didn't realize she said this, but according to the interviewer asked her, he goes, you've previously said you wanted more for Cersei in that final season and suggested perhaps she could have had a fight scene or a different path, or a different death, I mean. But I wondered, did you ever think about what your ideal storyline would have been for your character and what that would have been? And Lena Headey came in and she said, I think all of us did, to be honest, because you start trying to write the story yourself. And Arya Stark, actress Maisie Williams, and I have fantasized about a Cersei-Arya showdown, that she would come back as Jaime. That was our dream, but they made different choices.
Wasn't that one of your fan fiction, like, ideas? Like, wouldn't it have been fucking awesome if, like, she came back as Jaime and I swear you, like, told me this once, that this was, like, your fan fiction.
You're fucking with me right now, because I was gonna say, wasn't this like this? This was the
you think I did it for you think it was
no
mine?
no this was like. So this is people thought this because Arya kills Walder Frey, takes his face, and then kills all the male
Right.
Freys. People thought for the longest time that's how that story was going to end, up until episode 5 of the last season of Thrones, where Cersei ultimately dies by the Valonqar, which ended up being a brick. But even though the Valonqar prophecy is not in the show, until that point, people thought that it's happening. Arya is going to kill Jaime, take his face, and use that to kill Cersei, thereby fulfilling the Valonqar prophecy. For show watchers only, in the books, the Valonqar means little brother in High Valyrian, and Jaime is technically Cersei's little brother. Even though they're twins, he was born after her.
Came out.
The whole thing, in episode 4, she was on the road to King's Landing with the Hound. We're like, oh shit, this is it. And then, no, it didn't happen. Arya didn't, she just pussied out after she saw the dragon. As she saw Drogon destroying the place, she just pussied out, and the Hound told her to go on her way, and she left.
Yeah, well, he said, you don't want to be like me. You want to do your own thing. And then there was like a white horse or something. I don't know. It's just like, you just like bring up like the honest to God thing that actually happened, and it's like so bad we just start laughing. And then a fucking white horse shows up,
It's funny that Lena Headey had the idea that a lot of fans did, because this wasn't my theory. This was a lot of fan theory, a lot of fan speculation that this was going to happen, because technically, Arya only ever steals someone's face one time, right? It was Walder Frey. And
just Walder.
To my knowledge, I believe it was only.
Well, I don't know if she steals a face. She definitely like appears as another person.
Face stealing appears as another person. It only happens with Walder Frey, and then I guess.
Well, she appears as the girl at the brothel before she kills Maren Trant. She has a different face.
Was that a different face, or was that a wig?
No. She's in a different face, and then all of a sudden it's like her or whatever. I think.
Wow, I don't remember that. I swear it was like she was in a wig. Actually, I'm wrong. She had the face of that woman girl who was seducing Walder Frey to get close to Frey, and then
yeah, that's right. She was the barmaid, the waitress. Woman.
Right, so I'm wrong. So she has done it more than once. Okay, fine. But this was actually a lot of fan speculation. It was like a big theory that this is how Arya would kill Cersei, but no, it never happens. So I find it really interesting that this was Lena Headey's idea for how her character should have.
I mean, it would have been a really gut churning scene if Cersei and Jaime like are in a room together and they're getting all hot and heavy. you know, and they're like kissing or whatever. And then she like takes off his shirt and like the whole disguise falls off and it's Arya. Like everyone would be so creeped out. They'd be like, oh, and then she stabs her. Like it would have been something fucking crazy, right? It would have been weird and crazy and creepy but no, it didn't happen.
The interviewer asks her, do you ever miss it? And she says, no, I miss the people. Because you fall in love with people and you create these family units. So that takes a little while to go through. There's a weird grief from those relationships, but I don't miss it. We did it. We put everything into it. It changed everyone's fucking world, and we'll always have that. True. Even though Game of Thrones Season 8 was fucking dog shit, in hindsight, it still did phenomenal numbers. And you like to use the analogy like a golden toilet is still a fucking toilet you shit in. True, yeah, I know, the gold, sure. But she has a point. They did it. They changed how fantasy shows are done going forward. And so far, no other show, though they've tried, has come close to the level of popularity that Game of Thrones was at.
Yeah, and so she yeah, and I mean, it seems that she believes it. I mean, so Lena Headey is currently directing, right? And she pulled in Michelle Fairley, the Catalan actor, to star in her movie. So you know, she wanted to keep her family around.
I'm looking for this movie. I can't find it. It's called The Trap. I can't.
The Trap, yeah. If only she'd bring in Brian Austin Green and other people.
Who's Brian Austin Green?
Lena Headey played Sarah Connor in the Sarah Connor Chronicles, and Brian Austin Green was in that.
Who did he play?
I only watched like 2 episodes. Apparently people actually liked it quite a bit, and they were kind of upset that it was canceled before, like it was canceled on a cliffhanger. He plays in, that's right, now I'm remembering. So Kyle Reese in the series has a brother named Derek Reese, and so he plays Kyle Reese's brother.
I did not know that. Yeah. I haven't seen the Sarah Connor Chronicles, though. I remember you telling me how it all kind of like connects together because Emilia Clarke played Sarah Connor, Lena Headey played Sarah Connor. I forgot who else played. Oh no, the original Sarah Connor from Terminator 1 and 2. She was in Beauty and the Beast. Also, George R. Martin was involved with that, right?
That's right. So George R. Martin has this weird connection to Sarah Connors. Yeah.